This is really important issue, guys. This is history in the making. My name is Oscar Ramirez. I'm the Central Florida Regional Director for United for Care, the medical marijuana campaign. I oversee 8 different counties in Central Florida, which is Volusia, Brevard, Seminole, Orange, Osceola, Lake, Sumter, and Polk County. If you live in any of those 8 counties, please go to the table after I'm done speaking. We'd love to talk to you about how you can help us make this happen a reality. Now, we have a motto in my region that I came up with. It's legitimacy, diversity, and family. This movement is really, legitimacy is really important to me because this is not about getting high, as Steve said. I am not a cannabis consumer. I choose not to use cannabis because, well, I'm a hospital corpsman in the Navy Reserves, and I work with the Marine Corps. And when I became a corpsman, I took an oath. And part of that oath says, 1, that I will not allow harm to come to a patient knowingly, and 2, that I will not give or take unauthorized medicine. And I believe marijuana is medicine from the bottom of my heart, so I choose not to use it. Now, that's the legitimacy part. Diversity, if you look around the room, guys, we're here from all walks of life, all backgrounds, all parties, all everything. Because that's what really makes a great team. That's why we're gonna make a great team here in Florida to bring this here. And family is really the most important thing to me. I was raised in Puerto Rico, so family is absolutely important to me. And the way I feel is every single one of you guys here in this room that wants to make this happen is my family. Every patient is my family. Everyone's my grandma, my grandpa, my dad, my sister, my mom, brother, cousins, etc. Because they need somebody to fight for them. And a lot of times, guys, they can't do it themselves. We have to do it for them. So, why am I doing this? I believe this is an injustice. You know, we have young people going overseas, and this is my personal thing, and they're coming back without a piece of themselves, whether it's a piece of their mind, a piece of their body, or a piece of their soul, because they lost somebody they cared about. And they come back depressed, with suicidal tendencies, and we give them a bag full of pills. Say, here you go, this will treat that. Just don't mind the fact that these pills cause depression and suicidal tendencies. When, in fact, we have a natural alternative that has little or no side effects at all that can help them alleviate these symptoms. And I just think it's unjust that they fought for our freedom and nobody's fighting for theirs. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Also, people shouldn't be forced to uproot their lives. I've been here for 15 years in Orlando. My mom's a teacher in a kindergarten and an elementary school. She's been part of her school since it opened. She's an integral part of her society, of her community. Thankfully, I'm blessed, knock on wood, that she's healthy. But if she wasn't, we would have to move to another state. How is that fair? Why can't we just bring that here? We're losing engineers, nurses, teachers, doctors to other states because we cannot provide compassionate care to their families? Why? That's just not fair. You know, I had a 14-year-old girl, daughter of one of my patients. Her mom has MS, brain tumors, and a host of other things. And she had to do a presentation for high school, and she was going to do it on her favorite boy band, like most teenagers girls do in One Direction. Last minute, she changed her mind, and she did it on medical marijuana, and ended up getting 100, by the way. And I asked her, why did she change her mind? And she's like, it's not fair for me to grow up without a mom because she can't have access to the medicine she needs without my dad going to jail. And that just broke my heart. It's not fair. That's happening everywhere. Dads, moms, brothers, sisters, people are going to jail because they want to get medicine to the people they care about. And that's just not fair. So that's why we're doing this. Sorry. A little bit about United for Care. We're a grassroots, nonpartisan campaign. We were powered by over 10,000 volunteers and over 1.1 million Floridians. Now, because Floridians have Because Floridians have consistently shown broad support for medical marijuana across all political parties, ages, races, geographic lines, and economic status, there's no reason to make this partisan. Cancer doesn't care what you look like, what you believe in, who you believe in. It doesn't, and neither does most other diseases. So neither do we. We want to help everybody. Now, our message is simple. Medical decisions should be made by licensed doctors and patients, not politicians. That's it. Doctors and patients shouldn't have to worry about the risk of going to jail for having their medicine, or the doctor shouldn't be afraid to lose their license because they're prescribing something to somebody. Now, whether it's taking new vitamins, a new exercise regime, stop eating fast foods, or medical cannabis for that matter, the decision should be up to the doctor, not a politician. Now, the campaign is run by People United for Medical Marijuana, who is an organization formed by Kim Russell. If you ever meet her, shake her hand, give her a hug. She's an amazing woman. Her grandmother had glaucoma, and she wouldn't use cannabis because it was illegal, so she had to suffer. So she said, I'm not going to stand for this. She took a stance, and here we are today, 5 years later. Now, this will be probably a review for some. If not, now you know, 20 states plus DC have decriminalized medical marijuana in some way. We started getting petitions back in July of last year. On December 5th of last year, the Supreme Court heard our oral arguments about medical marijuana when Ms. Pam Bondi, the Speaker of the House and the President of the Senate, challenged her amendment. We were in suspense. Now, on the 27th of January of this year, history was made. The Supreme Court said, yes, you guys can have this on the ballot. We made history. Like, yes, you can clap for that. That's amazing. We made history, guys. Like, in Florida, a state that nobody thought this would ever happen, here it is on the ballot. Like, I am so proud to say that I'm a part of that. Now, since then, we've been activating volunteers and doing a big absentee ballot push. Only 25% of all registered voters last off-year election voted, and that's dismal. Now, Florida is a very special state, and we need 60% of the vote to pass this. And it's just not going to happen without your help. Most, if not all, medical marijuana campaigns that pass in this country start with 75 to 85% support rate, similar to where we're at, but they only pass with 55 to 63%. Anything below a 60 is a failure, and it'll keep people suffering, and it'll keep you guys out of business. And if you're here because you want to open up a business and you want to help a patient, it would behoove you to help make this happen and volunteer for our campaign. I'm just saying. This microphone doesn't like me. Anyways, so our strategy is easy. Make it easy to vote. Get people to vote absentee. That way you don't have to wait in line for 3.5 hours. You don't have to deal with traffic. You don't have to deal with driving anywhere. You can just vote from home. Who here has signed up to get their absentee ballot? By a show of hands. All right, exactly. So if you haven't done that yet, please go to our table. I'm going to make it easy for you to vote. It'll come to your house, you fill it out, you mail it back, and you have helped legalize medical marijuana in Florida. I don't know how much easier than that it can get, y'all. Now, we really need to do this, guys. We have so many people that are committed to going to our events and having a great time. We're going to free shows. Like, I'm here today from 7 to whenever I leave. I'm going to a show tonight from 6:30 to midnight, and then I'm waking up at 5 o'clock tomorrow to go to drill. I care about this, but we need your help. There's more events that we have volunteers. If you think this needs to happen, please swing by our table and help us out. Not only will you legalize medical marijuana, but you get to go to free, awesome shows. I don't know about you, but I like free. If it's free, it's for me. Now, I know I shared a lot of information with you guys, but if you take anything away, just know that this is going to happen, but we can't do it without you. It is not a done deal. It's not a done deal till 7 p.m. November 4th, when the results are in. Until then, nothing is sure. Your success in this field is not sure until then. So please join our army of angels, because if you don't do this, who will? And I'm going to leave you with my favorite quote, and hopefully it'll stick with you. It's by the great Bob Marley. Now, Bob Marley was scheduled to perform at a peace rally in Jamaica, and he was going to bring these warring leaders together on stage. And 2 nights before he was scheduled to perform, gunmen came to his house and shot him down. 2 days later, he got up on stage. He got these guys to shake hands who hated each other. And he sang. The reporters came up to him and asked him, why? Why would you do that? They could have just came back and finished the job right there. And in his great, infinite wisdom, he told them, there are people out there making the world worse, and they never take a day off. How can I light up the darkness? And if that doesn't inspire you to make the world a better place, nothing will. So I urge you, take a stand. If you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. I'm making a stand right here, right now, that I'm going to legalize medical marijuana in Florida to to help people that are suffering, but I need your help. There's only one of me. There's like 100 of you in here right now. Please help. Vote yes on 2. Thank you for your time, and have a beautiful week.